My name is Ximena Marquez Cordova, and I'm in visual arts. The type of art that I'm drawn to, I'm kind of open to anything, but personally I like a lot of more realistic stuff, and I definitely like working with like colored pencils and like more of the drawing aspect of it. Currently at GSA we are doing the ceramics project, and I think it's very cool because I've never done like anything this big with ceramics before. It's initially like a vessel, and we kind of can create our own interpretation of whatever that means. Right now I'm doing like these two heads that are kind of inspired by the Olmeca heads, the Aztec heads, and it's like a bigger one and then a smaller one on top. At GSA there's like the community, the art community is like a big encouragement. A lot of these people, like, this is their passion, this is my passion, and I think that's definitely one of the things that has encouraged me. And also seeing all these other people's like artworks, it's not very competitive here. If I ask them, oh, what do you think about this, like, or how did you come up with that, they help me, and they're not gatekeeping. Through my artwork, I definitely like to show a lot of emotions. Emotions that are within my culture, the sense of not fitting in, or the sense of nostalgia, emotions that we don't necessarily like to talk about. I think GSA, we're all artists here, and I do think it's like very inclusive. But within like this art community, there's, of course, and like everywhere, there's these smaller communities that are within them, and sometimes they feel left out. Being a person of color, I definitely have felt that a little bit. It's definitely predominantly white. Like, you're meeting all these new people, they come from different like backgrounds, they're from different art forms, and you're kind of like put with them, and you grow these connections that I think are very like on a deeper level. Currently, I'm working on this oil painting piece, and we started off with a collage. We collected all these like scraps and stuff, and what I wanted to do was have like a self-portrait of myself with this big like American-esque hat, cowboy hat, and in the background I have these like graffiti style lettering which says "No ice," because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. A lot of communities are like being oppressed. It's hurting a lot of people. I really want to convey that through this painting. I've been exposed to like all these new mediums and techniques, and I think it's like been a little hard for me to adjust to them. Like, it takes me a lot more to improve, because a lot of these people, they just like kind of get it very quick. They've been doing their type of art for a long time, and they've had like these teachers, these mentors that have like taught them and been like with them throughout their lives. And I think definitely as someone who didn't really grow up with that, I kind of just did this on my own. Only these past couple of years I've actually gotten an art teacher, and she definitely has brought me out of my shell, brought me out of my comfort zone, introduced this program to me, and definitely pushed me to reach these opportunities, because she knows like that I come from this certain background. Coming from like a Mexican American background, art is like embedded within our culture. It's everywhere, but it's not necessarily something that is viewed like as a real career. My parents, thankfully, they're very supportive of what I like to do, but it's kind of always been in the back of my head that this isn't something that I could potentially pursue as like a full-time thing, as a career. It's always been like kind of a saying that, oh, you're not gonna get anywhere if you pursue art, if you pursue anything that's like creative. You kind of need to like find something that's gonna financially secure you in your life. If money was not an issue, I personally do think I would like pursue art in the future as like a full-time career. I definitely think money's like the one thing that's holding a lot of people back from their dreams. At GSA, I hope to accomplish a lot of things. I really want to, grow like my skill level and the way I view art, not just like as a hobby or like a little thing I do on the side, but something that can, hopefully become like a career for me. I really hope to like seek more opportunities like this, because this is like a big opportunity for me, and I think for a lot of other students. And I kind of hope that it steers me in like the right way of life. My personal advice for minority groups or anyone in general who comes from a similar background would be definitely follow your dreams. I know it sounds very cliche, but quite literally follow your dreams, because if I didn't apply to this program, getting in solely was an accomplishment. I was so happy. I was so grateful for that. And I was like, wow, people actually see me. They see my art and they find meaning into it. If you have a drive for a certain thing, definitely go for it. Take those risks. You will learn something. Whether it's good or not, you will come out. There will be an outcome.